Salve, y'all. Lambert family. I made this video for you guys. Sorry to blow you up with a bunch of videos. Just feel like it's the easiest way to explain some of the weird things I do with grading. And also realize you guys haven't had me all year. So you're not totally aware of how I'll probably handle the last grades of the year. So a couple things. One, this is all, first off, I guess a little bit of my philosophy. For me, it is not how you start this class, it is how you end this class. There are tons of grades that you guys have in that grade book that I wasn't there for, that I'm not really quite sure what they are. Some of you have been making them up, and you have been, some of them, making them up, and you've been, letting me know, and I've gone in and changed those grades as best I can. But a couple things. One, I like for people who've been putting in a lot of work throughout the year consistently, turning in all those formatives and whatnot. I like for you to be rewarded or, have some extra value for having completed those. So, there's the other video explaining our 3 summatives. One of those choices is the fourth quarter reading exam, and that is mostly over Bellum Troianum. For you guys, if you have completed, there are, as far as I've counted, 9, and I'm sorry that is so many, 9 formative grades attached to our work so far this year, Bellum Troianum, as well as the participle scavenger hunt. And if you've completed all 9 of those, satisfactorily, then you will have kind of a safety net if you take that interpretive reading exam. Normally I'll do it as whatever your average grade is. Well, never mind. Sorry, that's the other way around. You will typically, if you've completed all of those and you've put in the work and it's clear you've put in the work on all 9 of those assignments, that you will likely not get less than an 80 on the interpretive reading exam. As long as you take it, like you have to put in a good effort, good faith effort. Don't just, BS and be like, give me my 80. Give it a shot. And if you've completed everything before taking the interpretive reading exam, like I said, safety net. Now, that's only if it's completed before you take the summative. It's not like, oh, I'm going to just YOLO the summative and see if I make it. And if I don't, I'll just go back and complete all the work and get an 80. Doesn't really work that way. Has to be done before. Now, vice versa. There are some people who have not turned in any formatives. I get it. I was actually kind of that student when I was in high school. And for those people, or, some of you have been going through things, got other things going on. I get it. If you take that interpretive reading exam and do well enough on it, I will replace most of those grades that are relative to or relevant to Bellum Troianum. I will replace them with your summative grade. So just keep that in mind about the reading exam. For those of you, like I said, for those of you who've done everything, you're like, wait, I could have just taken the test and been fine. Believe me, that your work on those formatives should really help you out with how to approach this with this fourth quarter reading exam. Now, this only applies to the reading exam because that's the most relevant thing to the formative work we've done. It doesn't really attach itself too much to the children's writing, children's book, or the cultural analysis or synthesis. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that. Also, since there is a lot of work, a lot of missing grades and whatnot from the time before I got with you, I will also take, if you've completed, I'll try and give you credit proportional to the work you've completed. For me, I'll go back and try and replace as many grades as I can, typically like a 1-to-1 type thing. So if you have 5 missings and you've completed 5 of my assignments, then I will go back and do my best to replace those 5 missings for formatives only, not summatives. And lastly, there are some of you who never took the summative, the one summative that was given to you this semester. I will just replace that grade with whatever your highest summative is, from whether you're doing 1 of the 3 choices or 2 of the 3 choices. I will just replace that grade with what you get there. A lot of grade replacing, a lot of talking, a lot of explanation. I hope that makes sense and clarifies some things. I'm just going to recap one more time. If you have completed all 9 of the Bellum Troianum formatives, and there are not going to be any more formatives based on that, then you have a safety net on that exam. And like I said, it's usually an 80. You typically won't get lower than an 80 if you've completed all those, even if your grade on that is actually lower than an 80. And that's all, like I said, with good faith effort, not just turning in blank stuff and submitting blank stuff. And also vice versa, if you haven't done any of the formatives, but you do well on the summative on the exam, then I will replace those missing formatives with what you did on the exam, because that shows me on the exam that you learned it at some point somehow. Yeah, and that's it. Oh, also that any formatives you complete for this, I will do my best to go back and replace your old missing formative grades as well. So if you have any questions about that, please let me know. Message me on It's Learning. I've been trying to get back to you all in a timely manner. This week for me, it'll be Mondays and Wednesdays are the days that I'll be very available to help y'all out. Tuesday, Thursday, and kind of Friday, I'll be pretty busy all day teaching or proctoring AP exams or things like that. So if there's anything I can do to help you guys out, let me know. I appreciate all the work I've seen so far. You guys have been great. And if I can help, just holler. Wale.